a beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because you know it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I'm the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. What's up? Happy Monday, Raider Nation. We made it through a Monday because, you know, we're at the end now, so it's all gravy at this juncture. So, we had a game this weekend. And we will touch on little minute parts of that game tonight. But you know, on Tuesday, when you come back on Tuesday, it's a full, solid hour, silver and black, with the Commish, the Raider Nation report, and I will rip into everything silver and black related, everything regarding the game from this weekend. So, to check out tomorrow's show, and we will tear into everything silver and black. Tonight, as we do every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction, we drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide, touching on all the hot league topics that have happened since last Ghost to the Post, which was last Wednesday. So that encompasses pretty much a whole week of preseason games, the entire weekend, and there's a lot of juice to catch up on. And, as always, the man who joins me to bring you and dice through all of this league juice is the Raider Reaction resident sports guru, Prime. Now, Prime has been a ring announcer for professional MMA and boxing, PA for professional soccer, and play-by-play and color commentary for college basketball and college football. And as always, he joins us every Monday and Wednesday to dice through all of the hot league topics, because even though I look at everything through silver and black eyes, that's why I have Prime on to even it out, because he looks at everything from a more league perspective. So that's why we have Prime on, because, you know, we have 31 other teams. Without those 31 other teams, there would not be a league. So got to keep up on the enemies for many, many reasons. So what's up, Prime? Thanks for joining us again.
What's going on, Commish? You're kidding me.
No way.
You're kidding me. No way.
There you go.
No way.
All right, you're good.
Are we good?
You're good. I thought for a second there, I was like, no, couldn't be, not again. All right, so what's up, Prime?
Hello?
Had a, all right.
Come on, Facebook.
Are you kidding me?
You got to be kidding me. Are we there yet?
Yeah, I think we're good. Yes.
All right.
Digging into
Keep on rolling, baby.
Biggest story of the weekend, obviously coming out of the games, was injuries. Biggest one was Edelman, wide receiver for the Patriots. It's a big blow, man. He was a big part of last season's Super Bowl run, so big blow for them.
Yeah, it's a complete ACL tear. Definitely going to miss the whole season. He's probably going to miss part of next season, really. I mean, yeah, now these days doctors are saying they can take care of that in like something a little over 16 months or even 6 months.
Really?
No, actually, I think the doctor said something like 6 months, which explains the the whole season, but I don't think he's Adrian Peterson. So Julian Edelman is going to be out. And honestly, I don't know if he'll ever be the same. I mean, I know modern medicine is good and all, but
he lived on his quickness. So he's a guy that kind of injury is really going to hurt him. It's going to hurt him a lot.
He lived off the cut. The guy could cut like no other. He wasn't super fast. He wasn't extremely elusive, but he ran precise routes, and he could cut on a dime, you know. So without him, Tom Brady's already been quoted as saying that he doesn't know where he's going to find the trust that he had in Julian Edelman. The trust in Julian Edelman he had is going to be extremely hard to replace.
It's going to be tough. I know a lot of guys have already had their fantasy draft. A lot of guys are hurting to hear Edelman go down. I know we just had ours last night, so we were close to being in it. That's why typically I try to hold mine till after that third game, because that's when you're going to get past all of your main possible starter injuries. So
there's hardly any starters that start in that fourth week. They're all preparing for the start of the season. It's that third game. Seems every year, third game of preseason, there's just a rash of injuries because, and a lot of soft tissue injuries, not like broken legs, like torn ACLs, like hamstrings,
A lot of injuries. What's up, Taz? What's up, NorCal? What's up, Terry? What's up, everybody? All the normal crew. Our normal band of pirates, thank you for joining us as always. This is Prime. I'm the Commish. We go Ghost to the Post every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction, touching on all the hot league topics, spinning around the league, because there are 32 teams, even though I'm all about the silver and black. Got to keep up on 31 enemies. And that's where Prime comes in, because he's got the knowledge that I don't have on the other team. So
I pay attention. That's for sure.
Yes.
And I'm not team specific. I just keep track of all the news in the NFL.
Well, I keep track of the news too, but I am honed in more on one team than I am the others. But I do keep up on everything because I'm a fantasy football commissioner, and I got to be educated.
Yeah, that hat's honed in on one team, that's for sure. That hat is one team, maybe one man only. Yeah. In fact,
I was feeling tropical today.
Tyson says he has the same hat. I don't believe it. You got to post it on the page, Tyson. Post you in that hat on the page.
I want to see a picture of it. Post it on the page.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think that hat, I haven't seen that hat anywhere. Haven't seen it anywhere.
Hashtag
anywhere.
Raider Tropical.
Raider Tropical. Wow.
Hey, come on. Maybe we can get that trending. I doubt it. All right, so other injuries. Moving on down the line of the MASH unit from week 3 of the meaningless game. You've got Edelman. You got Tyrod Taylor, possibly the starting quarterback probably for the Bills, gets his bell rung. So he's now in concussion protocol after week 3 of the meaningless games. So that's great. One team loses their possibly one of their best wide receivers. Another team's got their quarterback in.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor with the concussion, you can get over that in a week. He's got 2 weeks to sit around and get right, work on his playbook, make sure he's got all the language right, all the verbiage, and yeah, I mean, it's not like he's going to develop chemistry with that sorry bunch of receivers they got up there in Buffalo now anyway. They got rid of anyone that was decent, Robert Woods, Sammy Watkins.
And then Anquan Bolden comes here and he's like, dude,
nope.
I got here and you got rid of everybody.
Nope.
Like, no, thank you. I'll retire.
2 fingers. I'm out. I'm retiring. I got to spend more time with my humanitarian efforts anyway. It's cold here. Yeah. Deuces. Yeah. Signed, Anquan Bolden.
Yeah. Screw this. Have you been to Buffalo? It's cold. He's like, I didn't realize how cold it was.
Nah, I can't say I've made it that far into upstate New York, but I've been some pretty cold places.
No. I've never been to Buffalo. I have been in New York, northern New York somewhere. I went to Woodstock 99, but that was kind of a haze, and it was in New York somewhere. And beyond that, 3 days of peace, love, and music.
Woodstock 99. Wow, dude. Right on. Yep.
Hey, does that make
And if you don't know, the Commish he's a hell of a guy to go to a concert with. Nothing but good times. Nothing but good times.
I am a good
That guy.
time.
Yeah, well, to go to a concert with. I don't know about anything else. You know.
Easy now. Easy now. That's fair.
Blue. All right, Tyson, sweet. I can't wait to look at it. I'm going to wait till after the show.
Oh, get out of
you
here.
gotta be kidding
NorCal
me.
was there. I thought I recognized you. So I'll have to compare stories with NorCal sometime. I got some crazy stories from Woodstock 99.
Yeah.
Spencer Ware, Kansas City Chiefs. That's another big one. He's out season, torn PCL plus other damage in that knee. So that is not good. Not good at all for Mississippi.
Spencer Ware. He was part of that committee of running backs that got down there in Kansas City. But still, if I'm not mistaken, he was a good third down back, had hands coming out of the field. He was change of pace back at one point in time with Sharkandrick West, I think, isn't it? Sharkandrick.
Yeah, they've been trying to find everybody since they get like these great backs. Like they had Larry Johnson, they had Priest Holmes. They've had these guys that for like a year is just like, man, Jamal Charles. Who else? There was another one in there I'm missing in the mix.
What?
Isn't there another one in there? But these guys only last for like a year or so, and then they're done. That seems to be their trend, running backs. And ever since that last one, they've been trying to find a new guy. And they're only good for like a few weeks. They're like disposable running backs.
Yep, that's what happens down in Kansas City, which is kind of weird because they got Andy Reid coaching down there, and he's not even like a hard on the running back kind of coach. He likes running backs that can catch out of the backfield and can run those screen plays and those bubble screens and everything else. I mean, he's not really like a pound the back up the middle kind of coach. So it's a wonder that all these running backs are at least going down lately.
Yeah, kind of is, but
I mean,
they just can't seem to find one that sticks for some reason.
Jamal Charles was the man for them 1 year. 1 year. He was injured the year before, and he was injured the year after. But for 1 year, he was like 65% of their offense.
Terry's right. Kareem Hunt is huge. Right now, because of the fact that he went down, Kareem Hunt is huge on draft boards. He was high up on our boards last night, and he's high on people's draft board as a possible diamond in the rough. Because fantasy football, the hardest position anymore is the freaking running back. Do you not agree? I mean, the running back position.
It's the hardest to play. It's the roughest. It's the toughest on you. I mean, there's no other position that literally gets hit the way they do every time they touch the ball. I mean, quarterbacks, oftentimes. Quarterbacks, if they get sacked 5 times in a game, that's a lot. Just imagine, the 300-pound dudes coming as hard as they can at you just to lay on you for a second. You know what I mean? Running backs, that's why they're all done at 30 except for the special ones, And even that's really yet to be proven.
True. Looking back, another couple big injuries from this weekend. In the Cowboys-Raiders games, you had Anthony Hitchkins had a plateau fracture in the right knee. He's going to be out quite some time. Doesn't sound like it's 8 weeks to recover. So the initial fears were a torn ACL, which it is not. So that doesn't appear that. So not quite as bad as it could be, but still pretty freaking bad.
Yeah. But still, he's just a member of that defense down in Alice that is already struggling, man. Like, they've had injuries, they've had suspensions, they've had all kinds of stuff, man. I'm telling you, Dallas is going to have a terrible defense. Dak Prescott is going to have more on his shoulders than he ever even thought he would have, and way more than he signed up for. Like, it's going to be him and Dez Bryant. And, well, I mean, McFadden's not terrible. You should know. My Raider peeps out there should know that Darren McFadden, when he's healthy, he can ball. Like, Darren McFadden's a good running back. But anyway.
When healthy. McFragile.
When healthy.
No real word on Emerson yet, Lane. I'll have more news for you tomorrow. Full hour, the Raider Nation report. I'm going to go through everything silver and black, break down everything from last night's game, or not last night's, but Saturday's game. And we'll go through all that tomorrow. Full hour, everything silver and black. And there's no real news on Emerson yet. We're still waiting for full reports back. He was knocked out cold, obviously. So you assume he's in concussion protocol, but no official report yet. But what?
Yeah, so another
crack reporter breaking it down for us out there on the Raider Nation resource service.
Trubisky and the Bears lost their main passing weapon in Cameron Meredith.
Yes, another big injury, left knee. Another big.
And they say he actually led them in receiving yards and catches or something last year.
Yes, he was supposed to be one of their big guys this year. He was supposed to lead their team, and now they're saying they've got to lean on what, White? Kevin White?
Kevin White, who hasn't stayed healthy?
Has he even played? Has he even played, really? Because he's been injured.
He's played like 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, I barely remember that guy playing. Because I remember he had a lot of hype coming out. And, yeah, he just never seemed to amount to a lot. He had a lot of hype coming out, and he didn't amount to a lot.
Yeah, he did have a lot of hype, but we're looking over his 2016 career. Basically, last year was his rookie year. He only had 19 receptions. He only had 187 yards. He didn't have any touchdowns.
No, but they were expecting big things out of him this season, but they're going to get much out of him now. So it's going to be a while.
But really, have they? I don't believe the Bears have named their starter yet, unless they said it was Mike Glennon.
It's going to be Glennon. I think they came out and have officially said it's going to be Glennon. I don't think they want to have the quarterback controversy, so I do believe they've said it's going to be Glennon. Pretty sure. Don't quote me.
All right, I won't quote you on that, but I did see a little stat over the weekend where basically Trubisky's outplayed Glennon. If you look at their stats for these 3 games, these 3 preseason games, Trubisky has definitely outplayed Mike Glennon. Like, more touchdowns, more yards.
They can make that move, though, Prime. I don't think they can do that financially.
But financially, they traded away the house and the farm and the family car and the dog, too, and got this first and picked Mitch Trubisky in the draft.
I know, but they spent a lot of money on Glennon, too. And Trubisky doesn't have to start this year, and he won't be mad. But if Glennon doesn't, he will be, and you burnt that bridge. So, that's football, I guess. I mean.
But Glennon was a backup in Tampa Bay. Like, what? Now all of a sudden, just
because play to begin with. I agree. I don't think he was worth it. I seen him play. I went to training camp. I watched him.
Yeah.
I thought he was garbage. They paid him way too much money anyway. But it's the Bears, man. They obviously don't know how to pick quarterbacks. They never have.
I mean, why would you go out, spend that kind of money on a quarterback, and then come back and trade away half your draft to get a quarterback? I don't want to lose my mind on this show, but that has got to be the dumbest move a general manager has ever pulled.
That's pretty stupid.
I mean, for real. What about Neil?
What's up, everybody? I am the Commish. This is Prime. This is Ghost of the Post. Dropping back deep in the pocket, letting it fly league-wide every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction. Hitting all the hot league topics. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it. we do not see your comments. I do. Actually, I thought King had a good question, and I want to go back and hit on his question he had. Because we do see his comments. It's hard on them to. What do the Raiders have to worry about when we play the Titans in Week 1? What do we have to worry about other than their quarterback?
Wow. Okay. I mean, the Titans, honestly, they're not terrible.
The run game.
They're not terrible.
The run game.
Huh?
The run game. The rushing.
Yeah.
The run game is pretty stout, man.
They got DeMarco Murray, who had a 1,600-yard season over there, or 1,800 yards or something like that with Dallas, and then came there, had a decent year last year, but they drafted Derrick Henry out of Alabama, and he's got he's no softy. He's no softy, so they got a stout run game.
Giant. That guy's a giant. And I've got their tight end, Delaney Walker, and I've had him for 2 years. I just drafted him again in my fantasy league, and I wanted him. He was my number 1 tight end. Him and Jared Cook, I got both of them in my draft, and I think he was great last season in fantasy, and I think he's going to be big again this season. So he's one you got to worry about as well. Mariota likes the tight end.
Now, and on top of that, I'm not going to kid you. In another league, I have Mariota and Delaney. Yeah. Because you know what?
He's going to have a good year. I think that game's going to be a shootout in Week 1. I really do. I think it's going to be a fun game, and
oh my gosh, it's going to be a fun game because if there is one Achilles heel of the Raiders,
it's freaking defense.
It's those D-backs, homie. You need some defensive backs.
We need it. I think we have the talent. It's getting the talent to work and play and be in the positions and the scheme working and being with. I don't know.
Is that coming from your heart right now? Is that coming from your heart or is that coming from your head?
No.
Is that coming from your heart or is that coming from your head?
In other seasons, it would have been my heart. But this year, I honestly feel like we have the proper tools out there. Conley is not going to play until Week 1. Obi just came back this week. And I think once you get all the starters out there in their positions and everybody, you got Irvin, you got Mack, you got Vanderdoes, you got Lee, you got everybody out there finally in their positions, playing as one, I don't think it'll be as bad as it's been in preseason. That's probably speaking more with my heart than my brain. But there's a little brain mixed in that too. So.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm actually checking it out right now, I believe the Titans.
Well, that's important, Limes. If you had fantasy football draft going on, that damn near takes precedence almost over anything. I would probably have my computer on if my wife was giving birth. Now, I may miss a pick or two, but I would probably still have it on. I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, you just load that auto pick real quick and walk away and hope for the best, didn't you?
Dude, my daughter was being born, and the Raiders were playing on Monday Night Football. And kid here, screen was there, and yes. Unfortunately, that game, I'll never forget that game, Prime. It was the game.
I bet.
No, not only that, they were having to play the Green Bay Packers that night. I'll never forget it because it was December 22nd, 2003. It was my daughter's birthday.
Monday Night Football.
To be the legendary Brett Favre after his father died game. And Brett Favre absolutely destroyed the Raiders on Monday Night Football. And was throwing the ball to everybody. And yes, I watched it as my daughter was being.
The Favre was in full effect that night.
My team getting destroyed.
Yeah. Yes.
While my doctor, who's giving birth to my child, is a diehard Chiefs fan and laughing the whole time. It was terrible. It's quite the something. So, yes. Something else.
Can I get one?
All right. So we went way the hell off topic there. So
Yeah, we
let's
kind of
steer
went
this
off the
thing
tracks
back on
there.
the road.
We went off the tracks.
We're a little off track.
Cam Meredith went down. Oh, yeah. And the Titans, they got bums at wide receiver. So,
we hit all the major injuries.
anyway.
We hit all the major injuries. Let's jump into some suspensions. You got linebacker from the Bengals.
Vontez Perfect. Boy,
he's got a bad rep, man.
He loves to hit hard.
Well, this one they're saying is a little on the dirty side. They're actually calling it.
He's always on the dirty side.
Which I guess means really, really bad.
Come on.
What happened? Do we have a bad connection happen there? Oh, I didn't even notice.
I don't know. Are we back?
Yeah, I thought I didn't even know we left.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, I don't know what happened. Oh. All right.
Yeah. Oh, that seems to be
yeah.
mad faces, and that usually is a good sign.
All I saw was laughing faces.
That's what happens when we mention the Bengals. All hell breaks loose. The whole bottom fell
right?
out. We mentioned Cincinnati.
Vontez Perfect. Vontez is like, don't play me like that. I'll knock your spleen out.
That's what happens, man. Good Lord.
I hit you so hard your internet fails.
Yeah.
Vontez Perfect.
I don't know what happened there. But, yeah, Vontez, little dirty hit action. And they are he's looking at 5-game suspension. What do you think about that? Is that
he's gonna,
too much?
I don't know. I think he's going to appeal it, of course, because that's what you do. And is it too much? It's absolutely too much. I've seen the play. What was he doing playing football? Where did they forget that you don't run across the middle just not paying attention? Just not paying attention. Man, that tight end that got popped, he should have got popped.
Head on a swivel, boy. Head on a swivel.
That's right. That's right. This is football. This isn't flag. This isn't
head on a
some
swivel.
kind of little league. It's not little league.
Yeah, you can't go across the middle. Just roaming. Yeah.
No. The ball didn't even come to him.
What is with this fucking... Come on.
For real.
Hold on, I can see you, but it's the connection's going in and out. Stupid Facebook. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
What, are you screwing with me?
Huh?
What, are you screwing with me?
No. I don't know it. I don't get it.
I don't either. It was fine for half an hour, and then there you go.
We just had a hiccup. I think we're
here. All right. Moving on. He's looking at 5 games, and I don't know. It's a little steep, but especially like you said for what it was, I don't think it was that bad of a hit at all. So,
he didn't die.
He did not die. He did not die. No blood came out his ears. If no blood comes out your ears, I think you're technically okay, right? Isn't it football terms?
Yeah. Nah, he was fine. Like, the guy wasn't even looking. He was looking back at his quarterback. Oh, you got to be kidding me. We good?
What? Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
Run with it.
All right. The guy wasn't even looking. The guy wasn't looking. He was looking at his quarterback, and Vontez Perfect reminded him that you don't come across the middle like that. You don't come across the middle. Like, there's a time where wide receivers their heartbeats would pick up, man. Like they were scared to go over the middle against some teams. You did not go over the middle. You better run a fly pattern, son. You do not run across.
Ronnie Lott paid for his kids' college by doing just that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I applaud Vontaze. Vontaze,
that damn far.
You keep at it, homie.
I don't know if I'd go that far, because the guy's been pretty dirty up before this point. That's why they suspended
him. Yeah, been dirty. Yeah. This is not the first time.
He'll get a pass.
This is not his first offense. This is not his first offense.
All right, so, yeah. Now, there's another suspension, actually. It wasn't the only one. Obviously, that was the biggest news. But you also had Giants defensive end. Now, watch me butcher the hell out of this name. Giants defensive end, Odigizua. I probably destroyed that name. But so, wow, man, what is up with this connection? It just went out and came back in. Now I think we're good. All right. We're good.
We're good.
It's Facebook, man. It's not us. Uh-oh. It's Prime on the move.
Yep. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yes, sir. All right, so Giants defensive end. He is suspended for 4 games for PED. So we got him. We got Vonset Burset looking at 5-game suspension. It's Prime at night.
Hey. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is tonight. Gremlins. It's Gremlins.
Mass Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. You may have to.
All right.
All righty. So moving on. You got those 2 guys that are in trouble. So let's speak on some good news, because you got a guy who got acquitted. Bills defensive end Adolphus Washington was acquitted of his weapons charge. So
yeah, those are weapons charges.
I don't know why all these guys seem to get popped with these weapons charges. I mean, is being an NFL athlete that scary?
Yes.
Is it?
Now, do not let me get into the socioeconomic status of the average NFL player before
well,
they enter the NFL.
I do understand this, but aren't at the kind of making that kind of money, can't you pay for somebody else to be the one to pack the heat for you?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you still don't have your own enemies. Like, half these guys were the football stars in their high schools, right? So, I mean, a lot of people liked them, but then there were all those people that didn't like them. So, you got these guys, and then they go to college, and they're still, the best thing since sliced bread once they get, in college. And lo and behold, they still bring a lot of that neighborhood mentality and stuff into the NFL, and they still got people that hate them. And now they got money, so they're targets.
Yeah. I suppose. Well, then if they're going to have them, they need to learn to be more damn responsible with them.
Yeah. Like, register your piece and make sure you're in a state that allows that kind of holding.
Yeah, Lewis Murphy has tried to go with the loaded weapon, with full clips and everything, through Southwest at the Tampa International Airport a couple months back. You got guys, you hear it all the time. You got Plaxico Burress shooting himself in the leg. Akeem Talib shoot himself too?
Yeah,
somebody else or something.
I don't know. NFL guys and guns just shouldn't mix. And, well, this guy's getting off, so there you go. Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, he got off. He beat the rap. He's doing
Yep.
his job, man. He did not get busted and wrapped up in that nonsense. All right. A couple starters were named. A couple quarterback starters for coming into week 1 were named this weekend, I guess, basically after the week 3 performances. A couple teams came out and named who their starters were going to be. The first one that I thought was a shocker, which probably the same one you thought was a shocker, was DeShone Kizer.
Yeah, I mean, DeShone Kizer was the rookie coming in out of Notre Dame, but they had just picked up, free agent quarterback Brockweiler. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brock Osweiler. Yeah.
There we go. I just dyslexied his name.
The way too much.
Yeah.
They're just trying to dump him, I think, before the season comes around. I don't think.
Yeah, there was a lot of trade talk last week.
There was a lot of trade talk last week for him because I think they stuck him out there the first 2 games because they basically wanted him to audition for the league, to put him out there and basically have him audition so that the rest of the league could see, oh, look, he's healthy. He's not that bad. So it's basically parade him out there so that they could put him on the market. I think that's all Osweiler was the first 2 games. I think they were thinking Kizer at the time.
The sad thing is Osweiler is that bad. He is that bad. So, I mean, it's kind of funny because when you see him walk into a room, he looks the part. He looks like a quarterback, dude. Like, he looks like one of those Southern California quarterbacks, man. And, yeah, but he doesn't look the part on the field. That's the thing. He doesn't have the accuracy to throw the deep ball, but he wants to. Like, he's impatient. He doesn't throw in rhythm. Holds the ball too long. I mean, like,
he's got bad mechanics. He's just he looks like a good quarterback.
Yeah, but Osweiler, no. But no. So they're going with DeShone Kizer, and he's learned the playbook and he's coming along, and yeah, they like him in the field and on the field and in the locker room. So.
Well, and the other team that comes out and names their starter, which wasn't a big damn shocker, which is the Jets, name Josh McCown as their official starter for week 1. He's the guy that gets stood up back there to get knocked down so they can get the number 1 overall pick. That's who Josh McCown's going to be this season.
McCown is make it. He's been a starter for like how many teams?
Oh God, I have no idea.
Very limited time.
I have no idea. I seen a picture actually last Halloween of Josh McCown and his kids and a whole bunch of their friends, and they were all wearing different McCown jerseys from every team that he's been on. And he said, and I don't remember how many of them there was, but there was quite a freaking few. And he's like, and this isn't even all of them. I mean, wow. He literally, he was a Raider quarterback at one point too. The guy is quarterback freaking everywhere.
Josh McCown is the epitome of the journeyman. I mean,
how many teams? No. I gotta find out.
Yeah, Josh McCown, he's been around for a good long time. He is a journeyman. Trying to think of the other one. Kyle Orton, he's another journeyman. That guy played for a boatload of teams too. Like, yeah, he's just one of those guys who keeps popping up, and next thing you know, quarterback goes down, or they can't find a quarterback, or their quarterback is garbage. And next thing you know, McCown is okay, so here we go. We're going to start the season with McCown. It's all right. They've already traded away all of their wide receiver threats. They still got, like, Bilal Powell, who's all right, but the Jets, that offense is going to struggle. They're going to put the run struggle is what they're going to do.
Yeah, so he was a Cardinal. He started out as a Cardinal in 2002. 4 years as a Cardinal, then went to the Lions, then went to the Raiders, then to the Panthers, then to the Bears, then to the Bucks, then to the Browns, and now he's a Jet.
Wow.
That's some mileage. That's some mileage right there as a backup quarterback.
That is some mileage. And that's a good point, King Eddie. that the Browns are much improved on D. Kaiser probably is 3 years away.
That is going to help out their quarterback for sure, because it'll help them get the ball back, get some turnovers, get some field position for them, get some short field for them. That helps your offense out a lot. Helps the quarterback out a lot.
I don't think Cleveland is the worst team in the league this year.
No, I don't
For a
think
second.
The Jets.
For a second, I thought it might be the 49ers.
The Jets will by far be the worst team in the league this year.
But the Jets are definitely the worst team in the league this year.
They will be. They're trying to be the worst team in the league this year. That's their goal. So they're not only they just suck by chance, they're working hard at sucking. So that's why they're going to be the worst team, because it's their goal to suck.
Is Mark Sanchez still in the league?
Let's. You want to touch on the game for Thursday? We've got Dallas at Houston. Obviously, it's being moved out of the Houston area to Texas Stadium in Dallas due to the hurricane down there. Our thoughts obviously are with you guys. I know Watts, you're out there in Texas. You're dealing with the weather. I know Soul Rock, he's been dealing with the weather. He's down in Houston. I've got family in Houston. My aunt and uncle and my cousins live in that area. And
thank you, Ryan.
All you guys down there.
Yeah. Big shout out to everyone in Houston and the tragedy down there. I've seen highways underwater, interstates and whatnot. There's so much water. This tropical, well, it was a hurricane, then it turned into a tropical storm. So
yeah, and that's the worst part is the tropical storm's just going to keep dumping water where the hurricane just left, because that's just mass water. That's all the tropical storm is. And
yeah, so
not good. Doesn't help the flooding.
Condolences to all those that have been affected down in Houston. So
yeah, our thoughts are with you guys. It's hopefully they get some more aid going down that way and start to get some a little more federal aid and what have you going that way. So, but
I heard Jacksonville was talking to Kaepernick.
All right. We strayed away from it. The whole
Sanchez plays for the Bears.
The what? Who to what?
Sanchez plays for the Bears. Oh, he's not the Bears starting quarterback.
Sanchez is not the starting quarterback.
Come on now, don't mess with me.
It's no Sanchez. No Sanchez. Mr. Butt Fumble. So, we've stayed away from the whole first part of the show because it's not technically football related. However, it is the biggest sports story of the weekend, and I am a huge MMA fan. Prime is a huge MMA fan. I've trained MMA. Prime has been a ring announcer for MMA. We both are huge UFC fans and MMA fans in general, and combat sports.
I was somebody's corner man at their first fight.
Which wasn't the greatest result, but it did send me down a road where I did learn how to take care of things a little better than I did that particular one. But
still got the T-shirt to prove it.
Yes, I do.
No, I do.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Right. So, obviously, Mayweather, McGregor.
Hold on. Were you entertained? Were you entertained?
I was entertained. I was entertained. And I was not surprised. I expected Conor McGregor to do a lot better than most people expected him to do. And I thought he did well. I thought he won the early rounds.
He won like the first 3, 4, possibly 5 rounds. However, the judges didn't see it that way. The judges didn't even see it that way. This is why I don't like boxing.
Boxing has lost me. Over the decades, boxing's lost me. About 20 years ago, I grew up on boxing just like you did.
Tyson went down.
I grew up on it. I loved it. I got every pay-per-view. I was a big Holyfield fan. I wasn't a huge Tyson fan. I was a huge Holyfield fan.
The real deal.
Real deal. Loved Holyfield. He dominated the cruiserweight and then came up, was light, wasn't even heavy for the heavyweights, and still came in and freaking dominated. And it did finally beat Tyson when he finally matched up, which I always said he would, and finally it happened, and he did. Took Tyson bit off his damn ear even. But boxing died. somewhere along the line, and this exciting new sport, mixed martial arts, was born in 1993 with UFC 1, and it's grown ever since. And
nice.
It took him 10 rounds, man. It took him 10 rounds.
Hey, and the word is he had a prop bet that he was trying to place himself, couldn't get it done. So he had one of his homies go and place like a $400,000 bet on knocking him out. Yeah, on Mayweather knocking out McGregor in the 9th round.
See, I didn't think there was any way in hell he was going to knock him out. And he didn't, really. It was a TKO. He still couldn't put him on the mat. I didn't think there was any way he was going to knock him out. I really didn't. I thought it would either be a stoppage or go to the point. So I wasn't surprised by the finish. I thought it would go deep. I thought everybody was not giving Conor enough credit for his cardio at all.
His cardio was garbage, dude. Like, I saw the same posture out of McGregor in the fight against Nate Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
When he lost that fight against Nate Diaz, he had that same look as a fighter. Like, his posture wasn't quite right, and his eyes were gone. He's still standing. He's tough, but all you had to do is push him over and choke him out, and he would have been done when they called that fight. I've seen it. I've seen that look in his eye.
I thought it was impressive that he went 10 rounds with the guy that's supposedly one of the best in the world, and I thought it was impressive. It was a more entertaining fight than I thought it was going to be. I thought Floyd was a little more of an aggressor at some points than I thought he was going to be. So
this is the first time in 10 years that Floyd Mayweather has come forward.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. He actually said after the Pacquiao fight, he said because of the Pacquiao fight, he was definitely going to come forward in this fight. And of course he's going to come forward against a guy who's never been in a boxing match before. Now, a straight-up boxing match. Man, if at any point in time, this is why I don't like boxing. Do you see how many times Floyd Mayweather actually turtled up and turned around, okay? And turned around away from Conor McGregor. And Conor wants to get in there and just take his back. Because turning around doesn't protect you in MMA.
Did you watch the whole pay-per-view?
Yeah.
How many fights did you see?
All right, I saw one and most of some of the other ones. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention.
How many fights were there on the card in general?
Four.
Four fights. So what'd you watch for 3 hours?
Roughly.
Yeah.
Sure.
So for 3 hours, you got 4 fights. How many knockouts did you see?
No, I don't think I saw any.
Exactly. That's your problem with boxing right there. You paid way too much money to watch 4 guys dance around, and nobody got knocked out. Nobody got, they weren't at real terribly exciting fights. And
nobody got choked out.
A UFC pay-per-view, you are going to get the prelims before the fight on Fox or
Spike.
FS1. You're going to get the prelims. You're going to get the pre-prelims. They're going to give you those on Facebook. And then you're going to go and you're going to get 10 to 12 fights on the whole card. And even the crappy fights are going to be exciting. Somebody's going to get knocked out. Somebody's going to get submitted. You're going to see guys really go. It's going to be exciting. You're going to have 3 hours of excitement. Or you're going to have 3 hours of them sitting around and talking up and building each fight that's probably not even going to be that good anyway.
Guys you never heard of.
That's why MMA and the UFC is freaking killing boxing, because it's just not as exciting. We want excitement. We want scoring. We're a touchdown society. We want points. That's why we don't like soccer. Am I not right?
I like soccer.
Scoring. I like soccer too. But that's why as a nation we don't like soccer, because we want to see scoring. That's why hockey has a hard time catching on too. Hockey's even changed its rules to increase the scoring because they know fans want scoring. They want action, excitement. That's what the UFC brings.
But like during the fight, in the early rounds, for a split second, I thought Conor McGregor's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna upset. He's gonna shock the world.
It is the biggest sport in the world, Lane, but the point I'm trying to make is it's not big in the United States because it doesn't. United States wants excitement and scoring. We want to see points and scoring. And that's why it doesn't catch on here, because it's not that type of a game. But the rest
until America's best athletes start playing soccer, then it's not going to catch on here. Yeah. But imagine
if stick LeBron in the goalie box and let's see somebody score on him.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You know,
I mean, seriously,
our best athletes don't play soccer.
Did you just think about that? If you had him and you put like maybe some of these like NFL defensive backs out there.
Yeah, I've already thought about this. Oh my gosh, is right, dude. Like, if you put the best athletes, like, oh, you got to think of just Americans, so they would play for America. Because I almost said like Giannis Cespedes or whatever, you know, that the baseball player, but he's not American.
He ain't American.
You know? Huh? Cespedes? He's South American or something.
Cespedes for the rest of us?
Whatever. Anyway, come on. What about baseball? Baseball's
Prime's
so traditional
not a baseball fan. Although he does follow baseball, you're not a big baseball fan.
I wait for baseball to come. Sometime around September I start paying attention to baseball. They play 162 games, and for me that's
Phil
just
Villapiano is your prize pack point of the night. Phil Villapiano is your prize pack point of the night. Oh, you thought I forgot.
No. But the McGregor fight, the McGregor-Mayweather fight, I thought it kind of went the way it would. If McGregor was going to win, he was going to do it in the early rounds. And when it started getting deep, he doesn't do well when it gets late in the rounds, man. He doesn't do well late in the match. Never has.
Got it. Lane got the point of the night. 41's correct.
Nope.
I snuck in. I'm sorry. Somebody heard me. You got it right. Sorry, I did kind of sneak it in there. A little talk over there. Yeah, I wasn't surprised either. It was pretty much what I thought. Phil Villapiano. It pretty much ended how I thought it was going to too. It was just, but it was actually way more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. I was surprised. Yeah.
But that was all because of McGregor. It's all because McGregor fights with an entertaining style. Like everything he was doing, man, he was messing with Floyd Mayweather early. He was he was doing the thing and put his hands behind his back, stuck his chin out. You know? Like, McGregor made that fight interesting. Period. So.
Yeah, it was interesting. And I thought they were both actually very respectful of each other after the fight, at the post-fight stuff. I didn't think that was too bad.
No, but Conor went ham a little bit. Like, he was all like, he's just poised. He's just poised. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. Well, that's Conor. You knew he's gonna grandstand a little up there because that's his gimmick. That's his brand. Yeah. I tell you what, man. Both those boys pocketed some serious freaking cash for that fight. An insane amount of money. So.
I just hope McGregor goes back to the UFC.
Oh, he's going to. I think the WWE offered a contract, like a $30 million contract, to come to the WWE, but he's too small for the WWE. He's too
Plus,
little.
it'd be a joke. He's an actual fighter. He's an actual fighter.
Yeah.
It'd be a joke to go to WWE.
If you go stick him in a ring up against, standing next to any of those other guys, those guys are giants. They're gigantic humans, you know? And Conor McGregor's a little dude. He's a little dude, man. He fights at like 145.
Flyweight.
Yeah.
Or lightweight. Lightweight.
So, yeah. I think it's a good idea. Yeah. I hope he comes back. I'd like to see him fight a couple more times. He's a solid UFC fighter, and I'd like to see him come back.
Yeah. Yep. I want to see him back in the UFC.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Diaz fights were exciting.
George St. Pierre came back.
Yes, that's coming up. Fighting Bisping. It's an interesting.
Yeah, I know, right?
An interesting fight. Oh God, we could keep going on this forever. All right. Well,
you think John Jones really did
Wednesday,
steroids?
and he is going to bring the prime cut with him as we goes to the post again on Wednesday. So we'll see you back. So we drop back deep in the pocket once again on Wednesday's edition of Raider Reaction. Thanks for joining us, Prime.
Thanks for having me. Good luck.
All right. As always, every Monday and Wednesday, we drop back deep in the pocket, let it fly league-wide, touching all the hot league topics. We wanted to touch on that because it was obviously the biggest sports story of the weekend. Everybody else got to say their piece. Why can't we say ours? But we appreciate you joining us. It's your first time stopping in. Thank you. If you came back, thank you even more. Appreciate any second any of you always stop in and spend with me on weeknights. Tomorrow night, I got a ton of silver and black juice to go through with you guys. So join me tomorrow night. I'm going to go through everything that happened in the Week 3 game. Who was our ballers? Who was the guys that tripped all over themselves? What we got coming up in this game against Seattle with a bunch of our end-of-the-bench guys trying to make the roster. Touch on all the hot league news, everything silver and black. A whole solid hour of the Raider Nation Report with the Commish every Tuesday. So, check me out tomorrow. All silver and black. Bring your questions. Anything you guys got, we're going to touch on it all. I will have every bit of news. Update you on all the injuries, Emerson, all the news and topics that you need to know. Tomorrow's edition of Raider Reaction, Raider Nation Report. Solid hour of Raider Nation flavor and insight. With yours truly. As always, thank you for joining me. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.